Hello, everyone, and welcome back to TNR Lifestyles. I'm Tanya,
And I'm Rhonda.
and today we're going to talk about love and relationships. What you think, Rhonda?
Oh, whew, Tanya.
What you think about
Oh
Rhonda?
my gosh. That is a really hot topic.
It's a really hot topic. I see a lot of single women 40 and over.
Yeah.
And I must say that there are some good relationships out there, but there are some relationships that don't need to be, really. What you think?
I totally agree. I mean, you have different factors. Like some people, they just are addicted to drama.
Okay.
And that's what they love. But if that's what you want, then that's who you need to be with, somebody who's addicted to drama, not someone who's a functional person.
Okay.
But it's just so many different personalities and different likes, dislikes. I have a certain list. And if I can just get just a few, at least 80% of those boxes checked off, then I'm good. Because I know no one's perfect.
So what's on your list? Like what?
What's on my list is someone who is honest, faithful, committed.
You might well stop. You might well stop.
Someone who's affectionate and loving. Someone who doesn't mind spoiling me and treating me to different things.
But what's top of the list? Because I'm going to be honest with you, that's part of my list too. But the honest, the faithful, committed, I haven't experienced that in relationships. I haven't experienced in relationships. I mean, someone who's going to take care of me, someone who's intelligent, someone that I can depend on. I haven't found that in relationships. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist.
Right.
But what you think, Rhonda?
Well, I haven't found that 80% package that I want. I have a few, like this one particular guy. Like he loved, like we both love traveling. We would go, out of town at least a couple of times a year. We played golf together. We went to nice restaurants, concerts. Very active, different things, football games, basketball games, all kind of things like that. But he was emotionally unavailable. And then he was very mean. And he was sometimes very rude and would just not be nice a lot of time.
And it wasn't even worth it.
I would just, I want someone who knows how to talk to me, how to treat me.
Exactly.
That's very, very important to me. You have to be able to communicate.
Be respectful.
And be respectful.
And a lot of people say, love in a relationship. But a person, do you think that a person can love you and still disrespect you?
No. The reason I say that is because if you love someone, you want to show them respect. And first you got to love yourself.
That's first.
If you can't love yourself, you can't love anybody else.
Right.
And so if you can't respect me, then that means you don't love me. Because if you're out there doing things that could impact us as a couple, or if you're saying things that could hurt my feelings and you know it's going to hurt, you may purposely do it or say it to hurt my feelings, then you're not respecting me.
I agree.
And you're not loving me.
Exactly.
So
what would you do? What would a person do in a type of situation like that? Me, well, okay. My relationships, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been the cause of some. I have been the cause of some my relationships going flat, but I ain't gonna tell you why I did. What you do? No, that had to do with money. What, you can't pay this, pay that? I'm not gonna be paying everything kind of situation. You understand? And that's most relationships is the money. Money, the finances is very important to me, but if you are not respectful to me, it doesn't matter how much you make.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It doesn't
I
matter
agree
how
with that.
you have to respect me. You have to show me that you love me. You have to show me that you're committed, you know, in this relationship. You know, and then finances are second.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
But I also believe that you can't have all those things. Commitment, honesty, you know, respect and everything, and you broke. I'm sorry, I don't operate like that.
Right.
I don't operate. I know a lot of people say love conquers all. I'm here to tell you that I do not believe that love conquers all. Okay, I think there is a multitude of things that come into one that makes a relationship thrive, other than just one entity, love. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah, because what Tina Turner say?
What love
What's love got to do with it, honey? So
let me not say
that answers that.
You know, but I mean, out of respect, you know, you have to. If you respect someone, you're gonna make sure they're taken care of anyway. Don't you think?
Yeah. And to me, if you love someone, you sincerely gonna make sure that they have what they need.
Exactly.
In all areas. You're gonna love them unconditionally, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna treat them well. But it's like you said, if you're not treating me well and you have all the money in the world, but you still rude, disrespectful, I'd rather just be by myself.
So now what do you think about Valentine's Day? And relationships.
Valentine's and relationships, you know, of course it's a commercial
special
occasion celebration for, you know, people who love each other to spend money. You know, each month we have something going on for us to spend money.
Every month. Yeah.
Every month. But, you know, I know some women think it's just for the women, but, you know, I think it's a great opportunity to show your love. I mean, although you should do it 365, then it's still an opportunity to the day set aside for people who are in love or in marriage or whatever they're in to show that to the other person.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But like you were saying earlier about Galentine's Day, like I love that. I love that. Tell us about that, Rhonda.
So if you are a woman and you don't have anyone, because a lot of people don't have a Valentine, quote unquote. I saw where this group of ladies had Galentine. So instead of Valentine, they had Galentine. So girl time. Where they all got together. They had little, you know, sweets and treats, and then they had, you know, the big adult juice and things like that. Balloons and, you know, celebrating women, celebrating us, you know, because it's not always about someone else showing you love. Sometimes you gotta love yourself. We as women, and not just women, but everybody, we have to love yourself.
And you know, I have this story. I was in aesthetic school, and I remember I was telling people, you know, like every Friday, you know, I would buy myself a dozen roses, a bottle of wine, and some chocolates, and I would take like a nice bubble bath that evening with the candles and the rose petals in the bathtub, and you know, nice smelling, you know. Bath oils and things like that. And they asked me, why you do that? Why do you do that? I said, because I want to do it. You know, I mean, I enjoy doing that. Well, you don't have a man to do this, that, and the other. And I was like, I don't need a man. And one person told me, nah, she don't do that. She don't do that. She telling everybody, she don't do that. So one day, after school, I went to Kroger. Now, I don't get no expensive stuff every week. Okay, and my chocolates were expensive now because I went to go dive them. Okay, so one day I was at Kroger, and you know Kroger have a florist over there. So I was at Kroger and I had my basket, and so I had my dozen roses in there. I had a bottle of wine, and I had something else. I think like the bubble bath or something I had from Kroger. And I was pushing my basket, and I saw the one girl who said, she don't do that. She don't do that. I saw her at Kroger, and she looked at my face. I told you I do this. I said, I told you every Friday. I said, what's today? Friday. I said, I told you I do this every Friday for myself.
Right.
And she was like, yeah, you do. And I was like, you don't have to wait on someone to say,
love you.
To love you or say, I appreciate you.
Right.
You can do that for yourself. Because every morning I wake up, I'm proud of what I see in the mirror. My who I am, just who I am. I am honest. When I'm in a relationship, I am committed. I am, a good friend. A good sister.
Right.
I love who I am when I look in the mirror.
Right.
So I celebrate me. You know what I'm saying?
And that, I'm glad you said that, Tanya, because I gone to this retreat. It was a women's retreat, and we were just saying some things about ourselves. And one of the women said she wanted to divorce her husband. And we were like, so what's going on? And she was like, well, he doesn't compliment me. He doesn't tell me I'm pretty. He this, and this. But it wasn't the things when you say your vows to the, God and to the witnesses, like he's, faithful, those type of things, the vows. She was saying that he wasn't commenting her or complimenting her. And I said, well, what if you complimented yourself? Because we can't expect people to give to us some things that are like that. Some people weren't raised to do those type of things. So it's not like he doesn't love you, because she said, well, I know he loves me because if I call him right now, he's going to answer the phone, he's going to be at home, he this, and this. I said, well,
the compliment is what she want to get a divorce for?
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I do think that a man should compliment a woman, and a woman should compliment a man. It does make you feel better.
Okay.
I do. But for a divorce?
Yeah.
I don't think I would get a divorce.
Not a divorce. I think it was some other things going on with that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but to me, to after 20-something years, you've been with this person all this time.
Oh, really?
And they, all of a sudden now.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
No,
I can't speculate.
But to say that I'm going to divorce someone because he wants to say that I'm pretty, because he wants to say that I look good, and da da da.
Because you can look in the mirror and say, I'm hot, I'm pretty, I'm this, I'm
yeah,
that.
But if a man is not complimenting you, if your man is not complimenting you, that will make you think something else, though.
Well, I mean,
you may be complimenting someone else, especially if he used to do it.
Well, I don't know if he used to do it. I'm not sure. She didn't say, but she just said he wasn't doing it. So I don't know. But
what do y'all guys think? You think that he's complimenting someone else? Or you think she's too strong talking about divorce because she's not getting complimented?
Love yourself first.
Love yourself first.
But,
love yourself.
What do you all think, though? So
I wouldn't get a divorce.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, But I'm going to be honest with you. I would think that he's got something else going on, though.
You would think so?
I would.
But some people are like with their personality are I guess you could say like introverts, or they just weren't given that maybe growing up, and maybe she can, to me, actually entice, I like to be frisky and
okay.
that type of thing. So, you can model to him what you want him to do.
And suppose he don't
say
do it, though.
you. We'll say, let's role play. And then I'll be you, you be me. Or do something like, well, let's role play and I'll be the nurse and you be the patient. Or something like that.
Girl!
But anyway. So, something, make it fun. I'm just like, oh, you're not complimenting me today.
But the question is, suppose he doesn't receive it that way.
Well, it's different if he's not receiving. Say she actually was trying to entice and do some things to, get the not just the sexuality stuff going, but just to get the communication going.
Some type of attraction.
Yeah, some type of attraction. If he's not even putting in any effort, then
you can't help but think it's something else. You can't help but think it's something else. I tell you what, raising girls today, my thing would be, if I had a little child, I would really try to get her involved in a lot of things that would boost her self-esteem. Mm-hmm. And also to get her in position to where she's alone a lot. Not necessarily saying that she has to be a part of every club, every group, every, but to enjoy being by herself. To let her know that, all in all, it's only one person that you have to depend on.
Right.
You can have all these friends, all these people that think you're beautiful and nice and all this kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, you have got, like you say, you have got to love you. So I mean, I think a lot has to do with it, the way you were raised. Right. Some of it, because I've seen a lot of young boys, our people, women included, where they're nothing like their parents.
Right.
Nothing like their parents.
True.
And I think a lot of excuses have been made to say, well, your dad was like that, so we expect for you to be like that. Or your mom was like that, so we expect for you. No, we expect for you to be, you, but we expect for you to be better. You understand what I'm saying? What do you think?
Yeah, because if you see, especially like, for example, if your dad was not the most affectionate, the most faithful or whatever to your mom, you may say, well, I'm not going to do my wife that way. I'm going to be faithful. I'm going to be affectionate. I'm going to be caring. I'm going to help out with the children. I'm going to help out around the house, that type of thing. I didn't see my dad do that, but I know that's something that I want to do as a husband, a father, or whatever.
And I've seen that happen. I've seen boys who were raised in a single parent home with their mother, and they're the best fathers ever.
Right.
I've seen women who have been raised in a single parent home, and they're the best mothers ever, or their mothers weren't there. They were raised by someone else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what we have today.
Yes.
All right, so thank you for stopping by TNR Lifestyles. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Thank you all.
Bye.
See you the next time.